congratulations on such a beautiful, beautiful show. Tell me your secret.
Wow.
I've been
Thank
hooked
you.
from the get-go. And
Wow.
I wanted to let you know about what caught my attention from the get-go is the
Hmm.
fact that I found such a realness to each of these characters. They're
Thank you.
pure humanity. They're
Mm.
not evil or good. They're just human beings
Mm.
trying to, trying to right their wrongs and try to make it happen for themselves and for
Yeah,
others. They're very
absolutely.
complex and very real. For you, how was it to create such a captivating and such an honest universe?
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you. That's the most wonderful thing to hear. Thank you. And for me, yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I the characters really did come sort of so immediately. I wanted to write about relationships and judgment and the idea of loving someone and not knowing what they're capable of. And that gave me the character of Emma. And then the idea of her opposite, in a way, a mother grieving the loss of her daughter and thinking Emma holds all the answers. She came. And then how would essentially a woman without resources, who's exhausted the proper channels through the police, how does she do this? Will she find someone who has his own dark means of finding women? And that those three people, they kind of came to me fully formed, and it was hugely exciting to remove my judgment and just let these people who all had their own needs follow the roads that kind of very naturally came to them, and to just explore and take away every time, take away my judgment and let them do what they need to do. And it was a very liberating experience as a writer to do this, and to just feel like you're telling a story that we haven't seen before through characters that we don't really see, and certainly not in a way that allows for ambiguity and nuance and sort of empathy and sort of like repulsion as well as compulsion. It was exciting.
Wow, I just think you put it so beautifully and put it better than I can. Yeah, there's no good or evil. It's just humans. Um, that was the joy of it. Harriet, our writer, is just endlessly brave and honest and loving about people and their behavior. So in that way, it was not hard. Kind of, she wrote it.
Everything you just said is so, I'm so wonderful that you felt that way watching the show. And I think that's something the show does so wonderfully. And what you're speaking to about with all these characters is there's so much mess. And for me, I'm always interested in the mess. I'm always interested in what's in between, and not playing a part or being in a world of a show where you're sort of shying away from that mess of what it is to be a person, and in the relationships, the sort of mess of the relationships, and how these relationships can be both completely dysfunctional and wonderful. Not every single one of them. Some of them fall more to one side or the other, but that both things can be true at the same time. And I'm always so interested in investigating that.
And Enrique, you got me from one place to the other. I'm like, he's a good guy, he's the worst. It's your character is so complicated.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. He's a good guy, he's the worst, you're complicated.
How was it for you?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful because I found myself in a place every day at work where I wasn't sure if I was good or bad. And I still don't know. The show's coming out next week, and I still don't know if I'm good or bad. I still don't know if Emma was good or bad. I don't know if anyone on this show is actually good or bad. They're just people that are hoping to be better.
I have a secret. I deserve more awards for my acting. I mean, it's one of the best kept secrets in Hollywood. How many awards I deserve for my acting? Nobody's heard about it. Nobody's heard this secret.
There are so many things that all of us aren't telling each other.